After 2 years of living in our van full time, today we get a knock on our door in the middle of the night. It's scary. And there was this flashlight just shining straight into my eyes and this dude being like, hey, open a window. And it comes at the absolute worst possible time. So where the heck are we gonna park now? We're Naik and Kim, and we are currently on the biggest road trip of our lives as we attempt to drive our van from Alaska to Argentina. We spend most of our time camping out in nature, but are currently in Las Vegas waiting for repairs to be done on our van as we're having some mechanical issues. And we're quickly learning that Las Vegas is a pretty challenging place to do van life. Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to Las Vegas. Today, we're gonna drive our van into the city center of Las Vegas, to the Strip preferably, since we're stuck in Las Vegas anyway for a couple days. That is something that we absolutely cannot miss. We're now behind some of the big hotels that are located on the Strip. There's supposed to be a spot here on iOverland, but the security guard over there, I just went to check, and he keeps telling us that even though we've read plenty of reviews of people staying here in their van overnight, we can't stay there unless we're staying at the Mirage, because apparently it's the Mirage Hotel parking lot, and he wants our room number. Clearly we do not have this, so we're not going to be able to stay here. I have to look for a different spot. Even the Walmarts and stuff don't allow people to stay overnight here, so it's gonna be a bit more of a puzzle to find a spot. This is the beginning of the Strip, guys. This is the MGM Grand Casino. Oh my god, David Copperfield show? I thought he was dead.
I think if he's faced on the billboard with the show, that I think he's alive.
All right, we found a spot, guys. We found a spot. Captain, are you happy?
All right, we're all parked up. I think we should be allowed to stay here. There's no sign saying that we can't stay here, so.
Look at this, guys. This is the beginning of the Strip. Palm trees here, and then in the background there's a kind of mini version of New York with like a smaller version of the Statue of Liberty and the Empire State Building. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. Like, this is all literally in the middle of the desert. Around here there's nothing, only desert. So every half hour there is a fountain show in front of the Bellagio, and I've heard about it so many times, and now it's supposed to be right now. It's 3 p.m. now. So far there's nothing, but film them nothing. Here we have the mini Eiffel Tower, a little bit of Paris, and fake Paris hot air balloon. I don't know why, but I already feel like it was such a good decision coming here, like in the last video,
definitely.
when we were out there in the desert and our check engine light came on after we ran across all those crappy roads. And it would have made more sense theoretically to go to a smaller nearby town, but this is not a bad spot to be stuck waiting for parts.
We could have been stuck in a small town, and now we're in Vegas, baby. Ooh, barbecue spot. I think it's time for some food, guys. Alright, cheers! We're at this local barbecue spot. It's called Virtuous Barbecue. It has really great reviews.
They are not skimping out on the alcohol.
And we hadn't had any food yet today, so thought we'd come here.
I'm gonna be having my first brisket and spare ribs, guys. Oh, this smells amazing. This is a barbecue combo with the house specials and cornbread, coleslaw, and mac and cheese.
Smells so good.
It's amazing. Look at the spices on this baby. That is just nuts. Here we go for my first taste of spare ribs. Wow, that's a foodgasm. So juicy, so well spiced, so tender, so this is amazing.
I got myself a nice ribeye steak here, Angus beef. Oh my god. Well, honestly, I think this is the best steak I've ever had in my life. Want to have a taste?
Really good.
That is so good.
The best steak I've ever had.
I already love Vegas, and we haven't even started gambling yet.
Guys, this is honestly kind of unbelievable how beautiful and fancy it is in here. But we have a deal, Mike and I. We're only gonna spend 50 bucks. And after those 50 bucks are gone, after this card is empty, we're not playing anymore. I have no idea what's going on or what I did, but I am winning money, it seems. It says I won 70 bucks or something. I have no idea what happened, but we lost the winnings and we spent 200 instead of 50.
Casinos. That's what happens when you play in casinos.
But it was fun, and that's all that matters, really. After the casino, we returned to our park up where we met up with our friends Chris and Marianne from Tread the Globe, who were also, by coincidence, in Las Vegas as they were on their way south towards Mexico. We enjoyed a lovely evening with good company and some wine, and went to sleep as all was well in the world. But then we woke up in the middle of the night to a pretty scary surprise. Oh. What the heck, guys? They just knocked on our door in the middle, not even on the door, someone knocked on the window over there right next to my head in the middle of the night. Okay, so what in the world just happened? I just woke up, like, I can't believe this actually happened, because after so long of living in a van, we never ever get like that dreaded knock on our door, but here we are. As it turns out, this parking lot actually belongs to a casino, and the security guards, there were two of them, doing an inspection of all the vehicles on the lot. And I just woke up to this super loud banging on the window, like right above my head. It was crazy loud. And I looked up and there was this flashlight just shining straight into my eyes, and this dude being like, hey, open a window. And I was like, what the heck's going on? And they told us that if we're not guests with the hotel, we cannot stay here. Are we guests? No, quite obviously not. What hotel? Like, are we on a hotel parking lot? This was just a random spot on iOverland, and they told us that we cannot stay here and we have to move, like, right now. The timing for this could not be any worse because, I mean, our van is gonna break down in about 100 miles, and we have to wait here in the van to get parts in from Europe to have it repaired. We can't do too much driving because then we're gonna break down. Like, we need to sort of be able to stick in one place until we get the parts. So it is kind of the worst possible timing for this to happen.
What the heck? Did they also come knocking on your door?
Yeah. 5 o'clock in the morning.
I heard he was stood behind the van saying, Yankee, X-ray, 5-4. Yeah, so they obviously wanted somebody to check the register or something to see if we were guests somewhere. So I was like, oh no, please don't give us a ticket. So I bombed out of bed. A couple of guys came round and they were,
Welcome to van life. I can't find
welcome
my
to
shoes.
Vegas, baby. You can't find your shoes because I'm wearing them.
I think we're gonna have to move. I mean,
We're gonna have to move.
can you believe that after how long we've been doing this? 2 years and a half? No,
It's the first
2
time
years.
someone actually wakes us up. And this isn't even the weirdest place we've ever stayed.
Yeah.
Oh.
My God, that scared me. I mean, in the middle of the night, so asleep, this really loud knock next to my head. That is just really creepy.
For Chris and Marianne, this is their last day in Vegas, but for us, where the heck are we gonna park now?
Yeah, I mean, we can't drive around too much.
Mm.
I think we're gonna have to clean up the mess that we made last night and then get out of here. There were 2 vans out here last night as well on the other side of the parking lot, and they seem to be gone as well, so I guess they kicked them out as well.
We need to come up with a game plan. It's so busy here already.
I've never been to
I've got
Denny's.
coffee. It's always good.
I think we're gonna need a lot of coffee today to get through this day.
All right, now the day has officially started. The sun has come up. It is actual daytime. What time is it? We were at Denny's for hours.
It is 7:30 now. We were there for about 2 hours, so Had some breakfast, had some coffee, and now I can start even talking again and thinking. So that's great. That's pretty great.
Alright, so we just drove a little bit further outside of the city. We just said goodbye to Chris and Marianne, who are going to continue south on their way to Mexico. And now we are looking for a spot where we can park up for the next few days, hopefully.
Alright, we found a spot on iOverlander. We're supposed to be able to park where they allow overnight parking, so I'm gonna check it out. Just a few miles from here, luckily. Park rules. Standard or overnight use is allowed by permit only. So it looks like we're not allowed to stay here overnight in the park, so I'm gonna find a different solution. Don't want to get chased away again. I think we should be able to be allowed to park on the streets in front of the park. I didn't see any signs there, so I think that should be good.
I'm just overwhelmed at the moment. Getting kicked out of that parking lot, that sucks. But what's a way bigger problem is that we only have about 100 miles, a little more than that, left on our van before the garage told us it will break down and you will no longer be able to start the engine. So it's not like we can just drive out of the city into some BLM land and whatever and camp out there. It's stressful. It's very stressful. And I'm not really sure what to do with that. I do like this view quite a bit better than the one we had at the parking lot though, so maybe it's not that bad.
Good news is that my mom sent me a message last night in the middle of the night. She went to pick up the package back at home and she has all the parts that we need and even a few other spare parts that we ordered. So I'm now gonna arrange for the shipping and hopefully it will be here in a couple of days with FedEx. But first I'm gonna go for my morning run. For the past few weeks, about 2 months now, I've been working out. I've been trying to do 5-6 times a week. 2-3 times of running, 2-3 times of body weight exercises to gain a bit more strength. I feel so much better now. I lost about 10 pounds. It's beautiful out here. I mean, just look at this. It could be worse for a morning run, no?
And take out the trash. Well, at least part of it. Here you go, sir, as a reward for your bravery.
Thank you. Just looking at the cost of the shipment of FedEx, and FedEx says it's costing $544 to get it shipped here in a couple of days.
That's not possible.
Yesterday I checked, it was around between $250 and $300. How is this possible? Alright. My bad. I had to put the value of the parts and I put a dot instead of a comma, so it's about 225 euros worth of stuff, but I think I put 22,500 euros of stuff from shipping, so that's why.
That would be a steal, actually. To just double the amount.
So now it's 257 euros. Yeah. It's been booked.
Bam!
It's being picked up tomorrow morning at my mom's house, back home.
Oh, come on. We
And
ordered a bunch of other spare parts as well, because
Yeah.
I sense this is becoming a recurring thing.
Yeah, we
Every
ordered
few
like an
months?
oil filter, fuel filter, air filter, a bunch of other stuff, brake pads.
Fingers crossed.
I whipped up a quick lunch here, a nice salad with some eggs, some portobello mushroom, a bunch of veggies. It looks really tasty.
One thing that we're trying to focus on a lot mentally right now is that this is some of the stuff that we're gonna remember, like the crappy times or the difficulties along the trip. It's also what we're gonna remember when we're old and wrinkly and in our armchairs talking about, you remember that time we broke down on the way driving from Alaska to Argentina? So we're trying to stay positive.
Just overcoming these difficulties also like an achievement in itself, so
It's something we're gonna laugh about in a few weeks as well.
hopefully.
Hopefully we'll get out of here in the next video. Join us for that one. See you in the next video.